Okay, Wolf 190D back with another tech talk. This time I will be focusing on the torpedo technology. Now this is going to be pretty much of paramount importance if you enjoy playing destroyers, if you enjoy running destroyers rather. This isn't World of Warships. You don't command an individual ship, so to speak. Anyway, torpedo tech. And apparently, actually, this affects your submarine performance as well, and I'll get into that here momentarily. So, torpedo tubes. If you're wondering, and again, if you start early enough in the game, if you're wondering why your light cruisers, or even your heavy cruisers, if you want to mount deck tubes for either of those classes of ships, there are certain things you actually have to unlock within the torpedo tubes. Torpedo tube, triple torpedo tubes unlock the ability to mount deck launchers on your light cruisers. So if you want a better range of fire on your light cruisers, you're going to want to unlock the triple torpedo tubes. This allows you to, it's retroactive, it does allow you to mount twin tubes or even single deck tubes, I think, on your light cruiser hulls. And this is from a 1910 start, so by no means is this a comprehensive list. And maybe what I should do with these is just to fiddle around with it, start a campaign as late as possible so you can kind of see an expanded list. But nonetheless, quad tubes, and eventually, I'm not sure when, but eventually you'll unlock the quad tubes, and those will allow you to mount deck tubes on your heavy cruisers. Battle cruisers, maybe. Battleships, maybe. I know battleships did mount, there were some battleships that mounted deck tubes, but here's the trade-off. Deck tubes are more vulnerable to enemy fire, so take great care when mounting deck tubes on your larger ships. But obviously you're going to want more tubes on your destroyers as well. If you can mount a single or even two quad launchers on a destroyer, that's 8 torpedoes that you're getting off in a volley. Or a salvo, one of the two. Also, though, torpedo tubes are going to, the marks are going to improve your torpedo tube performance, reduce loading times, increase accuracy, so on and so forth. And then your tube mechanisms are also going to be a part of this, and that's going to give nice bonuses to overall torpedo tube performance. All right. Moving on to torpedo size. This is relatively straightforward. There's not much to this branch of the technology tree. You start off with, I think, 15-inch torpedoes, and then you work your way up from there. So the bigger your torpedoes, obviously it's going to have some adverse effects. It's going to increase weight, increase cost, increase reload time, so on and so forth. And it does also actually have a slight increase to dud chances as you progress through larger and larger torpedoes. But the plus side to that, of course, is that they do more damage. Right? So torpedo size, rather, relatively straightforward. Now, torpedo propulsion is going to be important for bumping torpedo range and speed primarily. Also increases accuracy, reduces dud chance. So you'll progress through this. And it also allows you to unlock specialty torpedoes, fast torpedoes, and I think there's another one, the electric torpedoes, which are much more stealthy. Is it a boon against the AI? I'm not entirely sure, because they seem to know when you're going to launch torpedoes. So I really do, as early as possible, like to try to get this fast torpedo propulsion if you don't start off with it. Especially for destroyers, you're able to get in close. The AI has a much harder time dodging the closer, and I typically try to launch my fast torpedoes off at about 1 kilometer. I know that's cutting it really, really close. Sometimes you lose destroyers, but nonetheless, it's a thought. So, and also, of course, your other torpedo bonuses. You unlock your 3-blade, 4-blade, pneumatic motors and things. So this is all going to improve torpedo range and speed at a base level. And then, of course, if you notice, fast torpedoes, they go 30% faster. So, what's 30% of your current torpedo tech? but also the really important thing is reduction in duds and the accuracy. All right. So as always, if you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.